Hello and welcome to the Weekly Word. I am Rich Parla, feeling good having seen Captain Marvel again and getting through the initial episode of the Short Rest Chronicles. I highly recommend you watch both of those if you have not seen them yet. I did have a touch of vertigo this past weekend.
Whoa.
I got sick. Hello and welcome to the Weekly Word. Hold on one second. This is the same thing every week. Captain Marvel again and getting through the initial... Much better. We'll get it right one week. Plus, it's a new computer.
Yeah.
So it's not all set up for it,
So
so I
you're trying to tell
apologize.
everyone you're rich, you got a new computer?
No, I'm not.
Dropping money?
No. Actually, it was really cheap. It was dirt cheap from Newegg.
Really?
Yes, it was. I texted it to Anthony, and he checked it out for me, and we were good. So, but anyway, about the vertigo. I wouldn't recommend that. Morgan is not here. She's out on a date. Hopefully with her significant other.
Or not.
Or not.
What do we care?
It doesn't matter. Who are we to judge?
Live your best life.
That's right. So today, I'm joined by our good friend, Nita Friend. Yes, I read what's typed in front of me.
Good.
Sometimes. This is Rich's sister.
Hi, I'm Rich's sister. My name.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me.
You'll notice that Rich's sister did not wear the Morgan wig.
I did not.
I apologize.
It's actually getting washed right now. I was wearing it the other day. I was on a date and told them I was Morgan. They believed me.
Was this with Morgan's significant other?
No, this is actually with someone else that Morgan is now dating. His name is Bill. He's a bachelor. Maybe not anymore. But Morgan, you have a variety of really exciting relationships to choose from right now. So highly recommend them. Yes.
Today is March 21st, 2019, and we are live from Legendary Realms Games in Lindenhurst. Tonight, as always, we're going to talk about what has happened last week, what's happening in the upcoming week, and what we are planning for the future. So, what's happened?
Okay.
The first episode of the Short Rest Chronicles is up. We recorded it live on Monday, and it is up on YouTube. Check it out, please. Like it, comment, tell us what you think. It's the very first adventure with a bunch of people who have never played the game together with each other. So, you know, we'll meld into a better group.
So maybe don't tell us what you think yet.
Or keep it very kind. Actually, if you want to tell us what you think, email me directly, rich.parla@lrhobbies.com. It's easier for me to ignore. The new 541 challenge is posted with John, Mike, Karen, and Alex as they try to create a Dwarven Rogue in just 5 minutes. You think they'll succeed? I don't know. You'll have to watch it. Why would What, you want me to give away the ending?
No, I guess not.
No,
Okay.
they failed. They failed horribly, but watch them fail. Because it's a lot of fun.
We like
did.
to watch, yeah.
Yes.
When we watch other people's failures, we feel better about ourselves, so I recommend it.
Okay. You care to give us an update on what's going on?
Yeah. Okay, so Wednesday we're doing Adventurers League as usual. Store be packed. We have a whole bunch of great people trickling in, bringing characters, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to navigate the treacherous waters of... Where are we right now? What season?
What do you mean?
What season is it? Is it Ravnica?
Maybe. I'm going to go with yes.
This is all I'm going to say. Everyone's dying. There's a lot of battle. And there's a lot of nonsense.
That was Anthony.
If those are three things that you enjoy, I highly recommend jumping into a Wednesday Night Adventurers League. No experience necessary. Free for all. Do it. What else?
So we're in the process of editing the videos we recorded from the Transformers League and the Short Rest Chronicles. I know we keep saying that we're working on it, but we are actually working on it. I've been getting video pieces up as often as I can. So I'm going to keep going, and they'll be up there, and we'll let you know. We'll tag you as it goes up.
I was also here on Tuesday night for Tuesday Night D&D.
Mm-hmm.
The place was jam-packed as well. There's like 16 people. Something really exciting that I saw that we're also going to talk more about later in the show is how many people were here that are part of our Patreon account.
That are part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's very exciting.
Yes, so thank
We're
you
going
very
to talk
much.
more about that. We love you, America. Actually, worldwide. YouTube gets worldwide coverage,
Yes.
so it's everybody in the world.
Yes. Oh,
Hi.
and by the way, just supporting us on Patreon. Even if you don't come down to the store, we are releasing videos that are going to be delayed on YouTube, but they'll be going out to Patreon first, and also some quick write-ups and reviews of like the Short Rest Chronicles. We'll post to Patreon and not to YouTube. You want to tell us what's going on at the store?
OMG, there's so many things going on at the store right now, it's not even funny. First of all, we talked about Tuesday nights, we talked about Wednesday nights. Thursday nights here, Poppin'.
Is another D&D night.
We have like 20 people here.
However,
Very exciting.
Let me also point out that on Thursday nights we also have X-Wing.
Why don't you point that in? Why do you have to point it out?
Because out to them.
This is inclusivity.
Huh. I'm not even going to go there with you.
Thanks for pointing that in, Rich. Friday nights, what's our draft right now? Ravnica, Allegiance. Friday night, 7 p.m., Magic the Gathering, Ravnica, Allegiance. Come on down and be 8 p.m.
You guys don't even.
But you know what the thing is? If you show up at 7, like, that's fine. It's not a problem. Like, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna chill, we're gonna talk about some stories. Tell me about your life, tell me about your love life, who you're dating, who you're not dating, and then the draft starts at 8. So, like, whatever. Be here when you want to.
We have a live advice columnist.
Absolutely. I only care about your love life and your problems, nothing else. What is it that's preventing you from living your best life, and who is ruining your best life? And then we can figure out how to get around that.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Right?
Something else that's going on. Saturday, Pokemans. We do a draft. There's like a huge, not this Saturday, but next Saturday is going. Well, we'll give you more information about it. But a new, this whole like thing is happening. It's big and exciting. If you want information about that, you can go to the Battle City Gym Facebook page, run by Bob. He's dope. Everything he has to say is amazing. That Saturday afternoon. Saturday evening, you will see me, Rich's sister, at the Cradle of Aviation for 80s night.
When?
Saturday night.
This Saturday?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you will see people from all around Long Island engage in the ancient art form of karaoke and from the 80s era, and there will be free play video games. At the last 80s night, I ran a few games of Mall Madness, which were really amazing.
Why not Pretty Princess?
Because I didn't have it with me.
Oh.
I only have Mall Madness. I don't know, I might bring something else with me. I really don't want to bring like a lot of controversial topics into the mix, but out of the 2 games I ran, they were both won by men. So
how was that controversial? It only is because you make it.
Right, I decided to make it. That's what I did. That was the point.
All right, we're going to move on.
Also,
what happened to
we're not
Inclusive?
moving on. We're not moving on. We're
happened
also
to
doing
Inclusive?
Switch It Up Saturdays, which is run by John, where everyone brings their Switch
Yes,
in.
and
They
he
go
didn't
wild.
send us any information on that.
Well, here's the information. You come in, you bring your bring your Switch. It's
We could get a ban us?
I said shift.
You don't know what you
Bring your
said.
Switch. It's $3. You get to make best friends. You get to hug. You get to talk.
We may leave the hugging out.
Okay, that's up to you. You make best friends. You talk, and maybe find a lover. I don't know. I'm just here.
We probably are not matchmaking on Saturdays either.
I'm okay.
We're going to keep it PG.
Okay, good.
You do what you want.
Yeah.
We can't encourage them to do more than that. But they can do what they want.
This is news to me. I haven't been living by this credo. But go ahead.
No. You don't have to live by it. And in person, you can encourage them to do whatever they want. But we can't encourage them to do whatever they want where they can point back and say, I heard it here first.
Tied up. I'm sure it's had.
Don't sue me. What else? Wait a minute, I'm not done.
No, you're not.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you to get
Here
through
we
it.
go. Here we go. That's Saturdays. Sundays, the D&Ds, fine. Monday, War Machine Free Play, 6 o'clock. Bring your best faction. Not Kador. They haven't been doing so well. Come at me, bro. And then do what you need to do. Fight some warriors, if you will. And the final thing is that Long Island Retro Gaming and Tabletop Expo is looking for GMs and volunteers. So if you are interested in
Would you say they're needed?
Yeah, they are needed. If you're interested in finding a new best friends group and being part of a really cool thing and having tons of fun and doing everything in the world that makes you happy, you should probably visit our website, expo.laretro.com, and find our volunteer page, and or you can email me directly.
Spell it. Spell it.
All right, hold on. This is where we have to tell the public of the world that my name is actually Courtney. And I didn't want
Well, you could have just spelled it. Maybe they couldn't say it.
COURTNEY at liretro.com. It's my pseudonym.
Why don't we just make an alias called Rich's sister
Alias.
at lrhobbies.com?
Yeah, okay, fine.
We could do that.
Fine, we can do that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what I got on my list. Well, I have so much more, but like in that part.
All right, well, we're going to get to this so much more in a couple of minutes because I know a few of you might be confused by some additional faces that are new, but we're going to get to them and we're going to introduce you to them and we're going to make friends. Yes, you're going to get a spotlight. So, Legendary Realms Terrain is preparing for the summer convention, so watch for new terrain to be sure to come see us. We have DexCon coming in July, we have Gen Con in August, and then Long Island Retro Gaming Con immediately following Gen Con in August. We are at DexCon, we will be running a large dungeon run by Rich Ricky. He's going to be writing it up, and we'll be running it. At Gen Con, come down and visit our booth. We will be running impromptu games after the vendor room closes, not before, because they're a lot more fun after the vendor room closes.
But nobody's allowed in.
What are you talking about?
Wait, where are we running them?
We're going to run them in the hotel, wherever we're
Oh!
Yeah. It might
At
not
the
even be
after party,
Yes.
at the telly.
They're a lot more fun. Courtney will tell you. We like to have fun. Long Island Retro Gaming Con, I believe there's
Expo.
The Expo. It says Gaming Con.
I didn't write that.
Oh, well, you need to send me better info. I do know that you have something running specifically for the terrain.
Yeah, I do. We're running a really amazing dungeon crawl. And like, honestly, I don't want to release too many deets for people to like not be surprised when they get there, but it's legitimately going to be amazing.
So, just so that you guys know, at the end of this month, March 31st, you still need to find GMs.
Yep.
I'm not sure. We are going to have our first Patreon-specific event. We will be running from 12 to 6 p.m. We will be running a dungeon crawl. The entrance fee will be $10 unless you're a Patreon member, and then it's free. We will be running a mega dungeon put together by Rich Ricky and Richard Bauer. I still call him Rich Ricky here, too.
His name is Rich Ricky.
Yeah, I know. The details will be posted to our meetup site and Facebook within the week. We'll be rolling out the rules and everything like that. And a sign-up sheet will be available. Sign up, come down, and play. Next month, we will be in as a, how would you say, as a tribute to March Madness,
Tribute!
which is going on now. In April, at the end of April, our Patreon event will be a gladiatorial event by brackets. You will be able to sign up and register your character, and you will be placed against other NPCs, other PCs, and monsters. The details will be following in the next few weeks.
That sounds like basketball terminology.
Only at the beginning. At the end, it's gladiatorial.
Maybe you want to tell people that March Madness is a basketball thing.
If they don't know, it's okay. Then they can focus on gladiatorial. I'm okay with that.
Gladiatorial.
I'm okay.
Did you make
So
that
for
word
tho-
up?
No, I didn't. That's a real word. So for those who don't know, March Madness is all about college basketball. It's the
Basketball.
field of 64.
This is dribbling.
That's not the dribbling usually you do.
Ah, good one, Rich.
So, what's in the works?
Okay, there's so many things in the works. It's not even funny. First of all, kids games with Bex. This is the first time that you're introducing her as Bex.
That's her. That's going to be her name.
No, I know. What I'm saying is that we are at the very cusp of a young gal finding herself in the world and creating her image in the way that she wants to. And part of that is the transition from Rebecca to Bex. This is a big thing.
Yeah.
First of all, nobody's more excited to watch this transition than I am.
Okay.
Okay? Watching young people find themselves and, like, figure out how to change the world and take over is definitely something that I'm very passionate about, because I did watch a documentary recently that the world's going to blow up in 12 years. So we got to get a move on that. You didn't hear what I just said, did you?
I did, about the world blowing up in 12 years.
Oh, yeah, the world's blowing up in 12 years. What else? In-depth terrain. Okay, so we're also going to be doing a lot of stuff with terrain.
Yeah, we were supposed to start this Sunday, and I
yeah.
apologize, but I was ill, so we did not start.
With the vertigo.
Yes.
Okay. Shadowrun. Don't run from those shadows, run to them at Legendary Realms coming in April.
It's not even close, but I love it.
Yeah. Also, well, I mean, I'm not going to be like really mean to you right now, but I'm going to tell you that it's a little bit of an older RPG. So like the younger crowd watching this, they like don't know that what I just said wasn't right.
It doesn't matter.
So,
it's amusing me, and
yeah.
that's what counts.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not any older than Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, there's new editions that came out.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently we heard that there's maybe a newer edition, but I have to verify the source.
Run with the shadows.
We were supposed to spend a few minutes with Neil Holbert. He's the creator of the Rabashta campaign setting, and I was going to have him on to talk about it a little bit. However, I did not successfully get Skype to run with NDI on OBS, so I apologize.
Rich does tech for a career.
Yeah, well, you know. Thanks, Dave. I just saw your comment. Yes, we were marching to the madness of the dungeon crawl. Oh, apologize. I'm sure Dave understands what March Madness is. So, we're going to skip over a few minutes because we want to get to our other guests that are going to be here, and we'll spend a few minutes with them. So, let me give you a gratuitous plug.
Sure.
TSR Games and came out with Top Secret New World Order RPG, and my understanding is that it is awesome. TSR Games, the espionage role-playing game, Top Secret. The New World Order is an all-new role-playing game by Merle M. Rasmussen, creator of the world's first espionage role-playing game in 1980. Together with his original editor, Alan Hammock, and the design team, including James Carpio, Jason Elliott, Chad Parrish, and A.J. Davenport, they have brought the classic game into the 21st century with a completely new rule system for fast action, easy playability, and gritty realism. Any of your folks, anybody out there who's interested in it at all, can go and visit the website for free downloads and more at topsecretnwo.com. That's topsecret, topsecretnwo.com. That comes directly from our friend Tim and his blog at the Multiverse. I will bring you that information in 1 second. I had it up and now it is gone.
Party fail.
So, yeah, right?
Yeah, right?
I'm telling you. So our friend Tim Connolly.
Hi, Rich. How are you?
I am doing good. You're gonna do this to me, aren't you?
Cheers, Rich.
Cheers, me. Where is his blog? Tim's blog is Multiverse blog. I don't know where it is.
to get with the shit.
I don't know where. I had my notes. It was all here. You know what? I'm going to pull it up. In the meantime, I'm going to have Rich's sister introduce our guest for the night.
I don't need her to tell the world who I am. I'm Little C. And Liam, get out of the way. Liam's my slave. I'm sorry, personal assistant. Not looking for any lawsuits. I'm Little C. And I will not have any more conversations with you because I've not received clearance that you've met my financial terms with my representatives. So, you can see me. I'm beautiful. Really attractive. I have amazing things to say, but I will not say them. Goodbye. William?
So, while Little C...
I'm sorry, I'm not done yet. I need my purse.
Yes, let me just say this. So, by all means, check out our friend Tim Connolly's blog at www.multiverse.world. Check it out. Back to Little C.
Getting my purse here. Look at this message I received from Hollywood. You're gorgeous, baby. Love Hollywood. Goodbye. Come on, William. You might recognize Liam from the hunk boy band One Direction, who's now my slave.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, sorry about that, Neil. But thanks.
Okay. By the way, I'm far away from it.
Neil. Okay, what else? Thanks,
Okay.
Little C.
What do you want to introduce?
Oh, and Little B.
And Little B?
Little B, he said he'll be on the show for free. Hi, everyone. I love you. Little C is not going to speak until we meet her financial terms, which I will not agree to. I do not negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I agree.
yeah.
So she will be back when she stops having her temper tantrums.
She does nothing for free.
Right. So what are we reading and watching? Myself, I am in the process of reading The Third Twin by Ken Follett, the author of Pillar of the Earth, and Eye of the Needle. I can't even read what I wrote anymore.
Yeah, okay.
And Whiteout. I highly recommend Whiteout. I'm rereading Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians by Brandon Sanderson.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, I'm reading that with Bex.
Mm.
And
Is that a children's book?
it is it's written for a teen. Yeah. So I'm also listening to the PTI podcast. If you like sports, it's very funny. If you don't like sports, then you have no idea what I just said, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine. I'm rewatching The Amazing World of Gumball. I have no regrets about it. It is good and
No
very
regrets.
funny. And I've been listening to 3 Days Grace and playing Fallout Shelter because that's what I like. What about you?
Nobody's gonna make fun of you for that. Also, so for me, I don't read at all, so that's a niche off my list. I am watching several things right now. I'm obviously re-binging Thrones because we're all pumped for that. I just finished Maniac on Netflix, which was dope AF, highly recommend. And I also just watched Shrill the other day during my entire shift here at the store where I did not work at all. So that was really fun. Loved it. It was like four straight hours of just like me being totally unproductive.
You heard this, right, Ann?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure that I'm not the only
But
one.
I will mention on a side note, earlier that day, I did clean the toilet. So if anyone comes to the store or sits at home and wonders, does that toilet get cleaned? The answer is yes, and I am the only person that does it. So if I want to take 5 to 7 hours of my day shift here to watch television and do nothing else, I'm doing it. That's numbers 1 through 8. Number 9, what am I listening to? I am listening to Game of Thrones on book.
Okay.
Whatever the series is called. I'm on the last book. I have 18 long, hard-pressed hours left. Listen.
But that's it? That's actually pretty good.
Yes, it is pretty good. There's a lot of drama, high stakes. This is the first time that I've ever, been through a book of sorts.
I grabbed him and
This is a big accomplishment for me. I don't know, bros. It's just like, that's what's going on. What am I playing? Well, Little C told me that I wasn't supposed to tell anybody, but Little C and I are about to start hero mode for Breath of the Wild.
what booth?
We're getting ready for Link's Reawakening, which is coming out at the end of the year, so we want to kind of blast through hero mode before that happens. She's starting her Twitch channel, and I don't know.
You don't know?
Just a lot going on. Honestly, here we are. You're welcome for that information.
Hopefully, coming in June. I was talking to my friend Brad. He's a guitarist for Despire.
Yeah.
They're in the studio recording their next album, and hopefully we can get him on and talk about it a little bit and see if we get a sample when it comes out or not. I don't know how that works.
A sample of what?
Just maybe a sample, like just a little piece of the song, something we can do for promo. But if not, they can come in and talk about the album, and hope you can get interested. If you want to find out more information, you can go to their website at despyre.com, DESPYRE.com. And their first album, Irritation, is on. You can get from their website.
Do you think that when guests come on the show that we should be providing them with like snacks, or do you think they should be providing us with snacks?
Well, obviously they should be providing us with snacks.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We
so.
should get the free stuff.
Okay, so first of all, nothing was literally offered to me tonight, so that's fine. Thank you.
You're not a guest.
Okay. You kind of introduced me as a guest in the beginning.
I wrote guest in the script.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you're a guest.
Right,
You had me
that's
introduce
fine.
you as
That's fine.
right. You had me introduce you to as Rich's sister.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine.
So
Whatever.
what did you bring me? You gave me a fry.
That's a fry.
By the way,
Thanks.
there's your snack. Eat it. She brought me a fry. In true love, she should have stopped me from eating the fry.
No. No. What else?
Do you have anything else?
I felt like I had something to say, but I totally forgot what it was. I need to, am I talking about following us on social media right now? Are we at that part?
No. I will just. Well, I mean, we're almost at that part, right? We're almost at that
Dr.
part.
Phil did like an amazing interview with Joe Rogan on the Joe Rogan podcast. Much recommend. Much recommend.
Okay. That's
It
right.
talks about how like the problems in our life are often very complicated, but like the solutions are very easy. And I'm in this whole like wellness thing.
Like chamomile like lotion when you have poison ivy.
Okay. Yes. This is a children's family show.
I just asking.
Okay, no, that's fine. Okay, so, and I've been watching a lot of Dr. Phil lately. That's all I'm going to say about that. So anyways.
Thank you, Dave. Go ahead. You were saying on the Joe Rogan podcast.
That's all I have to say about it.
Oh, that sometimes we overcomplicate the problem by not picking the simple solution, which is really the right answer.
Yes, and like,
Yeah.
to kind of like make sense but not make sense in this tangential thought.
Yeah.
I've been going through this like idea of D&D wellness, you know what I mean? Potentially introducing like a few brief moments of wellness yoga during D&D games for people to like just get some blood going, to like regroup their brains, and like maybe that will help them, you know, stabilize and kind of like get their characters back on track to where they want to be. So this is something that I'm going to be thinking about and implementing really soon. Don't take my ideas. This is basically trademarked. I don't know if that works legally, but
Well, actually, if you had to trace it back to first mention, we have video recording.
yeah.
So,
All right.
at the very least, you've said it here.
Those are the ends of my thoughts.
All right. So, with that, I believe that wraps up for this Thursday, March 21st. Love us, hate us, either way, please be sure to follow us by clicking subscribe and comment on what you want us to cover. what you liked or anything else you feel like commenting about. At this point, to be honest with you, my sister, Rich's sister, will probably be on more often because I quite enjoyed this.
I'm like extremely sensitive and don't know if I can deal with all of the negative publicity that this is going to give me.
It's not going to give you any negative publicity.
We'll see.
So they can email it to me and I can ignore it.
In the comments below.
Well, comments below, right. We don't have, we have a lot
pointing
of...
to the table.
Below us, though, there's comments, so, you know, by all means, leave them.
All right, we want you to follow us on the Twitters at LR Terrain. Follow us on the Gram. Or the Insta, the kids are calling it, at Legendary Realms Games.
Is that really what the kids are calling it?
The kids call it Insta.
Okay.
They call it Insta. So by me saying the gram, I was like automatically letting people know that I'm not a child.
Right.
And on Patreon, whoa. Okay. First of all, I'm much younger than you. I have little to no wrinkles on my face. I will be investing in Botox soon.
I don't have any wrinkles on my face either.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, except my brow is furrowed because I'm always pissed off at somebody.
You have a lot of gray hair.
That has nothing to do with wrinkles. It's completely different.
It has to do with elderliness.
Yeah? Okay.
Why are you trying to look at my head like you're trying to find some grays? It's not going to happen.
Because they're there.
No. This guy's done.
Colored.
We're done with this guy. And Patreon at LR Games, because soon my brother... Actually, I'm not going to say that.
What?
I don't want it. Because they're going to look at this for evidence. And you're not finding any evidence here, DA.
So, for the murder?
You said it, not
I would
me.
absolutely not kill you over that. Tell you what, we'll do this one more day a week if we can hit, what do you say, 1,500 on the Patreon?
Dollars?
Yeah, a month.
Duh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Get us to $1,500 a month on the Patreon, and we will add another weekly word, and we will call it the bi-weekly word.
I'm very immature. Okay. Thanks. I'm Rich's sister.
And I am Rich Parla. Thank you once again for joining us.
See you in 2 and 2. That's Love Connection. You know that?
No.
2 minutes, 2 seconds?
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what they used to say before the commercials.
I thought you were going to say something like really, really old, like Love Boat.
No, Love Connection from the original one. Where they like smoke butts and they have the really long microphone.
Yes, I know exactly. Oh my God. That's showing some age.
Do yourself a favor and watch some of those clips. It's like, if you're concerned about your dating life right now, like, it's been this way forever. So...
Thank you for calling me a bore, but I guess compared to Courtney, I am.
Neil. Thanks.
Awesome. Once again, thanks a lot, guys. See you next week.
One love.